everybody. Welcome. My name is Chris Tavolino. I will be your host tonight, your MC. I want to welcome you to the 15th annual Matawan Football Hall of Fame dinner. I want to thank you all for supporting this event. I would say it's safe to say that we are one of the few programs in Jersey Shore football history to have this Alumni Association. It's a really great thing that many great men started. I want to congratulate this year's inductees. I also want to congratulate their families. We have Paul Mandeville Sr. from 1957. Paul was part of Barry Rizzo's first team as head coach. We also have Eric Bellamy from 1988. We have Tyrone Garland from 1993. These two gentlemen brought championships to Matawan. And lastly, we have J.P. Friedel, longtime supporter at Matawan. We all can't wait to hear from each of you tonight. This dinner gives us an opportunity to show our appreciation and gratitude to all of you that have made Matawan football such a wonderful success. And this dinner would not be possible if it wasn't for the Matawan Football Alumni Foundation. And I want to recognize these individuals for all the hard work they do, all the many Saturday mornings they meet, Tuesday evenings to put this and other events together. We have Joe Martucci. We have Jeff Shaw. Scott Malone. Glenn Dwyer. Ricky Butler. We have Rick Delahilo. Chief of the African Police. We have Bruce Delahilo. Jim Bird. Mike Lozio. My man Mike over there, my man. Joe Vaccarello, responsible for our website. Chris Shea. And Skip Deeds. Thank you to everybody, all you guys, for all the work you do. So sitting here in the room tonight, we have the athletes, we have the coaches, we have the teachers, and many others who go above and beyond to make Matawan football a success. I want to acknowledge some of the people also in the community, because we all know that football affects the community in a great way. Tonight we have the mayor of Aberdeen, Red Tapping Reading, and his council. We also have the mayor of Matawan, Joe Altamonte. We also have members from our high school administration. We have our superintendent, Jay Micah. Our athletics director, Phil Taberzi. So, of course, I want to recognize the people that have already earned their spot in Matawan football history, the ones that have already been inducted into the Hall of Fame. We have Jake Bellamy. Kenny Mandeville. Jeff Shaw. Glenn Dwyer. Rick Delahilo. Joe Martucci. Sam Turner. And Ricky Butler. Well, I'm excited, everybody. Let's get this evening started. Let's get right into it. I want to bring up Joe Martucci to introduce our first inductee. Please welcome Coach Joe Martucci. Now, it gives me great pleasure to be able to stand up here this evening.
We started this thing 15 years ago. I want to thank Jeff Shaw and Scott Malone and Ricky and those guys that got involved very early and stayed with it. But I'm most proud right now of the fact that Chris Stappolito, one of my former players, is now the president of the organization, and Chris Shea, another one of my players, is the vice president. So those individuals that helped make Matawan so successful over the years continue to give back, and I think that's the greatest thing about Matawan football, is that no matter how long it goes on, there are a number of individuals that will always be Matawan football. So again, Chris, thanks for all your help. You've done a great job this year in your first year. It gives me great pleasure this evening to introduce our first inductee. And it's nice to know that now we're starting getting into the modern era of football. Eric Bellamy. Eric, you want to come up, please? I'm just going to read off a few of Eric's accomplishments, because if I gave you all of them, we'd be here for too long. But Eric Bellamy had a standout career on the gridiron from Matawan Regional High School, where he was a two-time All-Shore selection and an All-State honoree in his senior year as the captain of the 1987 football team. That season, Eric led the team with 5 interceptions as the Huskies tied for a share of the Short Conference B-North Division title and advanced to the semifinals of the NJSIA Central Jersey Group 3 playoffs. And anybody that was here at that time remembers West Winter, the coldest day in Matawan history. Bellamy was also a standout on the hardwood and led Monmouth County 26 points a game average in 1988. The dynamic athlete was a 2-time All-Conference, All-Division selection for Matawan's basketball team. And as he led the Huskies to a 16-6 record in an appearance in the Short Conference state tournaments as a senior. With his talent well documented, come on, Ricky, what's going on? With his talent well documented in high school, Bellamy continued his football career at Georgia Tech, where he was a 2-time letter winner with the Yellow Jackets from 1989 to 90. As a sophomore in 1990, Bellamy helped Georgia Tech to an undefeated 11-0-1 record, the program's first ACC championship, and a share of the national title. That season, Bellamy appeared in 11 games, totaling 13 tackles, and had a 34-yard interception return. It's with great pleasure that I induct Eric Bellamy into the Matawan Regional High School.
The hot seat. Short. I'm not gonna, drag it out. I want to thank Chris Stappolito and the Husky Alumni Football Organization for inducting me to this great organization. I'm really excited. I want to thank Mr. Martucci for all his wisdom, Mr. Turner, Mr. Donahue, who's not here with us right now, but I want to thank him.
Yes, sir.
He did a lot for me, in my transition period from high school to college. And finally, I want to thank my family. All these people sitting over here, they helped me through all the things. Finally, I'm going to keep it short. I want my mom and my dad to stand up. Yes! Hard times, and I was off to the left. They were always with me. As a teenager, they wrote me, they made sure I did what I was supposed to do. And stand up. And I just want them to know, because I've never really said this in public, that I love you, and I appreciate you guys, and I want you guys to join with me in giving my mother and father a round of applause.
Good evening, everyone. We're certainly go out
Ozzy and myself certainly are not going to read this proclamation, so everything you want to know is in your book in front of you tonight. But on behalf of all the residents of Aberdeen and the town council, we'd like very much to congratulate you on this great honor. So on behalf of everyone in Aberdeen, we'd like to give you this proclamation honoring your achievements. Thank you.
On behalf of Matawan, Town Council, and myself, congratulations to Tyrone Garland for this proclamation.
Well, I just want to say I appreciate Class 88, Lieutenant Mara, Kevin Royce, and my little sister back there, Robin Spadell. Thank you guys for coming.
For those people who were around in 1987, the West Winter game, the semifinals of the state, we played over there in a minus 23 degree wind chill. The window of the bus blew out, okay, before we left the stadium. It was just unbelievable. Had to be the coldest day I've ever been outside. Those guys did a great job, and I truly believe it wasn't for the weather that day that, it would have been another state championship for Matawan, because that was really an unbelievable team. Moving on to our next inductee. This young man was played on state championship teams, 2 state championship teams back to back. One of the top athletes to ever come out of Matawan Regional High School. Tyrone, come on up here, I'm sorry. One of the top athletes to ever come out of Matawan Regional High School. Tyrone Garland was a 3-year 11 winner for us from 1990 to 92. Played on 2 state championship teams back to back. Garland played both ways during the time in Maroon, starting at both linebacker and fullback. In his 3 years with the varsity, Garland produced more than 280 tackles, which I believe still stands as the all-time tackler. He's a 2-time All-Conference, All-County selection, and secured first-team All-State honors as a senior in 1992. That season, Garland collected 120 tackles and 8 sacks, and also added 5 touchdowns out of the backfield. The Huskies secured an NJSIAA state title that season, as Garland was named first-team All-State and All-Conference. Garland was selected to compete in both the North-South All-Star Football Classic and the Monmouth Ocean County All-Star Classic. He received the Jim Sullivan Award, given to the most outstanding male athlete at the Jersey Shore. His athletic prowess was not limited to the gridiron, as Garland was also a 3-year letter winner in Matawan's track and field program. Garland was the indoor and outdoor national champion in both the shot put, 64 feet 8 inches, and the discus, 191 feet 5 inches. Regarded as one of the top middle linebacker recruits in the nation, Garland took his talents to Michigan State University, where he was a 4-year letter winner for the Spartans from 1993 to 98. Wearing number 37 for MSU, Garland was a key contributor on the defense during the time in East Lansing, which included 14 tackle effort against rival Michigan as a junior in where did I lose my place in? As a junior in 1987. Garland's team played in 4 bowl games, including 3 under the legendary coach Nick Saban. It gives me great pleasure to induct Mr. Tyrone Garland.
How's everybody doing tonight? Lucio, how you doing over there? Anybody know the score of the Michigan State game, real quick? Anybody? No? All right, guys, I'm really blessed and humbled to be here. I got my whole family here, and I got everything written out and kind of things to touch on. And again, just like Eric is, I'll make it kind of quick. I'm humbled and blessed to be here, part of the Matawan Regional High School Hall of Fame. Also want to thank the committee for getting me in. I really appreciate the Matawan Football Alumni Association. I also want to just touch on real quick the inductees, because growing up here, I've always had some sort of connection to everybody who's being inducted tonight. Whether if it is Paul Mandeville Sr, Kevin was my coach during Paul Warner, and he was awesome. And I saw him recently at a Rutgers game, and just going over stuff in the past. It was great seeing Kevin. Eric Bellamy, obviously, with him and Jay and living right around the corner from us, along with living right around the corner in Cliffwood from Craig Mitter. So a lot of pole-to-pole football growing up in Cliffwood as a kid. And then also, last but not least, how could I forget JP Friedel? A lot of people here that know of the Strathmore twins. Yeah, baby! They took along with Martucci, they took a chance on hiring a ninth grader, a snotty-nosed ninth grader, as an usher. And I worked for Friedel for a lot of years at the Strathmore twin. So again, a lot of connections with the inductees. To quickly thank some of the coaches that had just an impact in my life here at Matawan. Obviously, Coach Joe Martucci, just even when I was younger, to want to play for this man was a very, very big deal for me. Wesley and I were just talking about it not too long ago. Sam Turner, him and his wife Lois, it's fun seeing them here. I coach high school football and track now, and try to instill some of this stuff that I've learned from these gentlemen to the kids that I coach now. It lasts forever. John Thornton, it's funny, I got a name here, Butch Britton. Everybody know Butch Britton? He never coached me, but he had an impact on me. Freshman year, I'm walking around Matawan, and I had an attitude for days, and I'll never forget, he pulled me aside and said, "What is your problem? Fix your face. Why are you so pissed off all the time?" So, Butch Britton, Joe Bongiovanni, Ian Foreman, John Guerin, and then also freshman coaches, some names you haven't heard for a while, Dieter Johnson, Jerry Shapiro, Lou Elway. Coaches that all had some sort of impact on me here. I want to touch on something real quick that really, my brother and I touched on this, was the 1988 Central Jersey Group 3 champion, 11 team. Okay? That team as an 8th grader, okay? That team as an 8th grader really molded and really got us to believe in what Matawan football was all about. And I'll never forget as an 8th grader, and then Coach Martucci coming to the house and watching Craig Mitter and Chester Crawford and Matt Luzio and the Curry twins. That was a big deal for us, and that almost set the standard for us to go back to back when we were there. Okay, so, and again, I do specifically remember that West Windsor game. I do. I was just talking to my father about that. Lastly, I just quickly want to thank, just really special thanks to my family who's here, and my family, my wife Amy who's here, my three kids who made the trip as well. Reese, who's in the back with the blue on, taping. Kaden, just say hi. Kaden, and then my youngest daughter Jada. Real quick, my parents, Millie and Kevin Lawrence. I want to thank also my brothers, my twin brother Wesley Garland, and also my younger brother Tyrone Garland, who are here. And a huge impact on me in playing football. My Uncle Dennis, who's actually here too. My Uncle Dennis Washington, who's here. And then my cousin Tony, and then Tom Toledo. We got Mike Luzio, we got Charlie Sharp, we got Chris Day, Joe Vaccarella. Tom Toledo, everybody's here. So, Pia. So again, this is real quick. Thank you, everybody. I'm humbled and blessed for this opportunity. This means a ton to me, and I'm really happy to be here. Thank you very much.
Now, the one thing I want to say before I give you the awards, the Garlands are the only family that have 3 state championships. But I know you have 2, Matt has 1, 32 people, 22 people.
Mr. Garland, on behalf of all the residents of Aberdeen and the Aberdeen Township Council, we congratulate you on an outstanding career in your life. Continue good health to you. And on behalf of everyone in Aberdeen and the council, we accept this proclamation. Congratulations.
Very important, Tyrone. Michigan State is winning 40-28. And again, from Matawan, council, and myself, congratulations.
I want to bring up one of our Matawan Football Alumni Foundation members and also a Hall of Famer himself, Mr. Ricky Butler.
I was going to say nothing about the wildlife, so we'll leave that alone. But thank you all for coming out again tonight. We're 15 Mandeville Football Alumni Banquet. Hope everybody's having a good time and enjoying themselves. My congratulations to this year's class of induction, Mr. Mandeville Hall of Fame, Eric, Tyrone, JT, and Paul. The next inductee doesn't really require an introduction, for he's an icon for all the good people of this community. I view him as a second father, a good friend, and someone you can depend on whenever needed. Paul is a lifelong resident of Matawan. He has raised 8 children, all of whom were great representatives of the Maroon and Steel. I had the privilege of being a teammate to 2 of his oldest boys, Paul Jr. and Kenny, along with his youngest son, Tyrone, who served as our water boy in 1975-76 championship team. Poor Mr. J. Bellamy was the best team that ever came. Thank you. His family and still are great supporters of Matawan athletics. They have served in a number of programs and concessions with Cheryl in the concession stand. Mr. Tyrone mentioned Kevin Mandeville, who did Pop Warner, and his great-grandchildren. So he leaves a great legacy at Matawan for his children, grands, and now great-grandchildren, because that family continues to grow. Paul, along with other members of the Fathers Club, were instrumental in constructing what you see today as our stands, our press booth. Mr. Mandeville, along with some of his other fathers, Mr. Robinson, Mr. Bethune, Mr. Butler, Mr. Matt, Mr. Stompton, and others, that press prop that you see today was all instituted by these men in the Fathers Club of Matawan. So it shows you the legacy, the rich legacy that they continue to bring and what has evolved to today. So they should be thanked for that. And the fact, the Mandevilles were such great supporters of Matawan, that said they ran the Pop Water program, the concession stand, and used to have breakfast. Yeah! Used to serve breakfast. Squirrel, rabbit, geese. Whatever was the catch of the day. So part of that thing was Mrs. Mandeville and the family would extend their home and their hospitality to every one of the football players on Monday, Saturday morning, which in itself is a great accomplishment. And he Anybody with the management, you know, was all for all, one for all, one for all when they went in. So you had to get it when you get it. That meeting was determined. So I introduced to some and present to others my friend, my idol, Mr. Paul Mandeville Sr, aka CMS.
That's my grandpa.
Get your glasses on, boo.
You got that boat?
The first thing I like to give is honor to God, who is the head of my life. I'd like to thank everybody for being here and everything, but I want to let you know a little about me as Mr. Butler, as my son, because that's what he is, like one of my sons. I had 8 kids in 2009.
We're gonna talk later.
But anyway, I'd like to know, I was born in 54 Lower Main Street in Matawan 79 years ago. I'm from Matawan all my life. And I was born in 1939 and had education in Matawan High School system. But I want to tell all you young guys in here, the Bellamy's, all of them, they had all them nice shiny uniforms on, and your mother pressed them, and you put them in the dryer. When I ran in 1955 for the Penn Relays, Matawan High School gave us uniforms. And in Matawan, we had a shoemaker. You had to go down and get your uniform fixed so before you could run track, because Matawan didn't have the funds. Then we go to the Penn Relays in 1955 to bring the trophy back, the first trophy ever came in Matawan. We got there, and the Penn Relay wouldn't let us register. We had a coach named John Cratlow, he did the coach. He told us that we had no school bus. So Mr. Cratlow had a 1953 Chrysler, green one. We took it to Pennsylvania. When everybody went home, was 4 guys. Jesus, Jack Coon, Purvis Field, and Paul Mandeville. We had a climb the fence in Philadelphia to qualify on the track. Once we qualify, we climb back over the fence, and then we get ready for the meet. And when we start running, they used to laugh because we came from Matawan. And we had this team, probably a lot of you guys know them, from the Ben Bar from Washington, D.C. Well, they ran against us, and they used to laugh at us. So it comes down to the finish. The guy to Jesus, he was first. Purvis was second. Jack Coons was third, and I was fourth. But when we won the relays and went past them, they knew where Matawan come from. So everybody knows how it is. And then after that, I got married and had 8 kids.
Hey!
I had 17 great grandkids and 7 grandkids and 7 great grandkids. So I have a nice family. And long time is my adopted one.
You should have stayed on the track.
How we used to do it. A lot of these guys sitting at the table, they laughing, but they was at 33 Park Avenue. In the morning, sit down and wait for me to go to Food Town and buy out Food Town so I could feed them at 11 o'clock in the morning before I go to the food. They laughed at everybody in their level. They used to eat those rabbits and squirrels and right out of Matawan Lake. But I tell you one thing, me and my wife enjoyed doing all that because they was good friends we had, and all the kids was nice, and they all were gentlemen. Had no problem with no kids that came to my house. And I was pleased to see the direction the athletic at Mandeville High School is going, and I hope they keep up the good work. And I'd like to thank everybody that had me come into the whole thing. And I'd like to say, God bless, and may the Lord take care of you, And I like, oh, I'm sorry, good, God bless you, may the good Lord take a liking to you.
Mayor of Aberdeen has let me go first. So, on behalf of Matawan and the council and myself, congratulations. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mr. Mandeville. On behalf of the residents of Aberdeen and the entire town council, we'd like to present you and honor you with this proclamation. Congratulations.
For our next inductee, I want to bring another Matawan Football Alumni Foundation member and also another Hall of Famer and recent elected Chief of Aberdeen Police.
Thank you. I want to thank Ricky for clarifying that misconception. And where's Jay Bellamy at? You guys in 88 were great, but the pecking order is 1975, 1966, and then 1988. Just so you know, all right? All right? Back when we ran the single wing. Coach Martucci has another helmet that's another little movie now. But
That's legit. That's a legit call.
all right, I'm here to present the Husky Spirit Award. Our foundation got something right about 4 years ago when we came up with this award. And what it's meant for, it goes to a person who's not necessarily a coach or a player, but is somebody who supported our student athletes, supported our athletic teams, who represented Matawan Regional High School, its students, its faculty, and somebody who represented the Huskies. The first three recipients of our Spirit Award were all very special people. And I can say this year, we selected another special person. I just want to mention the past recipients, though. Connie Kelly.
Connie!
Mr. Jack Evans. And if you were here last year, you saw Tyrone Garland. He was just one part to represent what us Spirit is all about. And this year, we couldn't be happier. And I think we're 4 for 4. And this year, we're honoring J.P. Friday. I'm just going to talk a little bit. People, I'd like to coming away. I'm going to talk a little bit about JP. JP is the first person you're most likely going to see when you walk into any athletic event or other event at the school.
Yeah, baby.
That includes home games and away events. He's there for most of it, all the time. And like I said, he's the greeter. So he's the first person that you see, and he's a great representative of Matawan and the Huskies. A little bit about his background. JP comes to us by way of the Bronx. Yeah. All right, well, no Bronx cheers, all right? Oh, wait. All right. Anyway, when he was a teenager, he moved to New Jersey to Wood Ridge, where he graduated from high school. From there, he went down to Monmouth University, it was Monmouth College, all right, but he went down to Monmouth College, and he started coming up Route 35, and he got off in Middletown. I don't know what happened, but he got off in Middletown. He stayed there for about 5 years, and then he finally made his way to Matawan. Finally made the right decision, came to Matawan. And he's been there for the last 40 years. When he got to Matawan, he ran into a few people there that kind of told him about what Matawan was all about and what being a Husky was all about. One was Bruce McCutcheon. Yeah. All right, we all love Mr. Mac. Another was Mr. Evans, Jack Evans, one of our honorees. And Mr. Barry Rizzo, who was the head football coach. Through his career at Matawan, JP has been involved with the football team, served as a wrestling coach, supervised the weight room, and over the years he's worked crowd control. Like I said, he was our greeter at all these events. He took care of the game officials and was, like I said, the official greeter at Husky events. Mr. Rizzo said couldn't be with us tonight, but what he did do is send a note for us to read to JP. And if you know Mr. Rizzo, a lot of us do, some of you don't, but if you know Mr. Rizzo, he's a man of few words, but what he did say, everybody listened to. And he said this about JP. JP Friedel was and is a thoughtful person. His life at Matawan Regional High School was spent helping others. JP offered support to all needs through his presence, cheerfulness, and action. Respected by all, JP was always friendly and good to be near. I cannot think of another person more deserving to receive the Spirit Award than JP Friedel. Barry Rizzo. So at this time, I would like to introduce our 2019 Husky Spirit Award inductee, JP Friedel. Yeah,
Thank you, Matawan Alumni Football Association, for this lovely honor. I am both flattered and humbled at the same time to be included with this year's class: Pauline Mandeville, Eric Bellamy, Tyrone T-Bomb. Yeah! With me at this draft. Love you all.
It's all right. Great time.
I always say, and I mean it from my heart, to present company and absent loved ones. You all know who they are. But so many that we lost this year, unfortunately. Matawan, Gary McCutcheon, Sonny Jackson, Bob Shea, Jimmy Austin. So many names that I remember over the years that were so instrumental in helping me through my career in Matawan. In 1976, I moved into Matawan. I didn't teach there until 79-80, but during those 3 years, I got bit by that Husky spirit bug. I succumbed to it, and I haven't gotten over it yet. I was there through the riots, the strike, all that stuff. Stories to be told another day. In any event, in the 79-80, I came to work, and as Ricky mentioned, Jack Evans and Bruce Mack put me to work as a volunteer at first. Eventually, I got paid. Thanks to Miss Marie Panos. One anecdote I want to share with you guys is 1984. We were at Brick. It was, I believe, the last time that we played Brick. It was supposed to be a Friday night game. They had lights, and it poured rain. It poured rain so bad that the next day, when they planned it for Saturday afternoon or evening, it still got postponed, and that'll be a Sunday afternoon game. Very unusual. Okay? But nonetheless, one of my warm memories of that day was it was the last time that I saw Chip Dolan alive. and he was smiling that great big chip smile, and I just never forgot it. But I remember that we came from behind and we won that game. And Jeff Bog, Mr. Shaw, was in the upper echelons of the bleachers, and he was shouting out, "This is your principal speaking. Matawan, you all got off from school tomorrow." Next thing I knew, Bruce was telling everybody, "Party at Don Quixote's." Now, one of the odd jobs that I had over the years was putting up this rickety painting scaffold that we borrowed from the auditorium at each game at that time. And there was a gentleman named Bob Davis. Some of you may remember, a former pro ball player who was one of Joe's assistants at the time. And this guy had a little fear of heights. And I don't know if it was supposed to fall or not, but every week Joe would say to me, "Put it up a little higher." Put it up a little higher. So I did. And that particular game, we had it about as high as we could possibly get it. Well, in the excitement of winning that special game, next thing I know, I look around and my whole crew is gone. I'm left alone with, and some of you may know these names, Jeff Gray and Patrick Donahue. Those two guys helped me take the scaffold down. And I remember riding home with them, because everybody else had gone on the spectator buses. By the way, back then we had spectator buses. And I remember Jeff, and those of you who know Jeff will know how unusual this was for him. But he said to me, or he said to Patrick, he goes, "Boy, wasn't that a damn good day?" Doggone it wasn't. Okay, well, anyway, flash forward to 2010, I'm getting ready to retire from teaching, and I've done these little jobs over the years, and one day Joe calls me into his office and he says, I was talking about possibly moving out west, Arizona or California, where I love to go sometimes, and Joe called me into his office and he said, "Hang out with me for a little while. You're not going anywhere. You're a Matawan boy." I said, "You know what? I think you're right." So I stayed, and 2 years later, Joe retired, recommended me to this wonderful, sweet man, Phil Tyrone. And I tried to get back, here working for him. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, for as long as I can, for as long as I live in Matawan, for as long as they'll ask me back, I'm here.
Safety is so special to us that he's going to get 2 plaques. On the honor of your induction into the Husky Hall of Fame, we want to present you with this plaque. The second one. Yeah, that Mr. Mack was a little tough with a buck, wasn't he?
And myself, congratulations.
There's a method to my madness here. We've actually got one person until the time was I wanted to last with you, sir. As the chief said, my first memories of you when I used to take a mission to get to see my son wrestle. So you were always there. You were a great, great, great person. Always greeted everyone. And then the best part, since we got Miss Kelly on the council, you've come to a lot of events and have really come to know you. You are a gentleman. You are a perfect individual. You're someone great to hang with in these social environments. And it's a great honor for me, I mean it sincerely, on behalf of the entire council, to your friends and all the residents of Aberdeen, congratulations and a proclamation from Aberdeen.
Before I sit down, I just have to correct the mistake that we made, but our first Husky Spirit Award honoree was Connie Kelly, and at the time, the award was so new we didn't have a plaque to give her. So we corrected that. So Connie, please come up and accept it.
My married name is Kelly, and I have more trouble with Kelly. Well, spell Matawan right?
Oh, we'll get it fixed. We'll get it again. We'll get it fixed. Congratulations. Before I meet the seniors in the room, first of all, congratulations to all of our adoptees tonight. Everyone did a great job. Let's have a round of applause. And to our seniors, where are our seniors at? Here, wherever you go, wherever life takes you, whatever road you take, just remember you are Matawan Huskies for life. Congratulations.
I just want to bring up John K. and Sonny Rodriguez, who are our newest alumni senior class.
All right, first up, I'd like to thank the Football Alumni Foundation for running such a super event, and including our senior football players. It's a great opportunity for them to hear a little bit about the history, the legacy of the program, and what it means to be a Husky. And what it important, as far as they are in this community, and what it means to be in this room amongst the room. First off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce Miss Wendy Rodriguez and Miss Latifah Mack. They are officers in the Husky Touchdown Club. They are our booster club that does a tremendous job of fundraising. And we started some unbelievable traditions in the years that we were here. Where our parents' club was just unbelievable for us. We had Thursday night family dinners where we brought everybody from your aunts and your uncles and your siblings and your grandparents to dinner. We fed everybody every Thursday night prior to our Friday night games, and I thought it generated great camaraderie and things amongst our team. So I'm going to give Wendy the microphone real quick. She's just going to say hello.
We have some awards that we're going to present after, but we want to do the boys first. So I guess Coach K will give to the boys, and we have some presents for them. And on behalf of the Husky Touchdown Club, even though they're not listening to me, the boys. Okay, we on behalf of the club, we are very, very proud of you. And we, my mother is going to come out. We hope that you make smart, good decisions as you go off to college, and just remember what your mom and dad have taught you. And we wish you the best of luck, and we're really, really proud of you. And thank you. Just to show you, the boys, just to let you know, there are plans for you from the Alumni Club, but they didn't. I don't know who's doing what. But they didn't come, they are not here, so they're going to be delivered to the school. And on behalf of the club, we got you a football with all the seniors' pictures on it. It says Matawan 2018. And in addition to the football, some boys wanted to break in Alumni Park, and I believe it's already in, right? So you can go after school on Monday and look, your brick is there. And those of you who opted instead, we got you like personalized pullovers for that you can wear Matawan Huskies. And that's our present to you. So thank you.
Ms. Rodriguez, Ms. Mackey, and the rest of our parents,
do a tremendous job, and they should be really applauded. Thank you so much. So what I'll do is I'll introduce the boys once, young men, I should say. I always call them men. We'll introduce the young men one at a time. They'll come up here. They'll receive their award from the Husky Touchdown Club. And understand, guys, that the Alumni Foundation had something for you, but they didn't get it picked up, so we'll get it delivered to school and we'll give it to you on Monday. Okay? So we'll start from... That's right. See you school Monday. So we'll start from the face I see first. So a graduating two-way lineman, Alex Calkin. Filter through all of that. Alex is currently choosing between a couple of colleges. I believe it's Southern Regina, Wells, University of New England, and Montclair State. Next is Lucas Castaneda. Lucas is the good line of Castanedas that we had in our program. He just recently was our Lombardi Award winner in the Rotary. And Lucas is going to play football at, from what I understand, either Rowan or Montclair State. Devin Williams. Devin Williams is a 4-year letter winner for us. He's going to be a scholarship football player at St. Anselm College in New Hampshire on Division II level. He's a Winnie Maxwell Award winner. And he will represent the Huskies in the all-shore football classes. Van Chaudhry. Subban's a tight end for us. And Subban will be attending NYU. Noah Collins. Noah Collins is a multi-year varsity letter winner for us. As you see, Noah broke his hand playing volleyball in gym class the other day. Noah's going to prep probably at Lawrenceville Prep next year. Has some opportunity when he's going to prep next year, and big things for Noah. Hanan Lavar. Hanan is a transfer student to us 2 years ago from Edison Township High School. A 2-year player for us at outside linebacker, tight end for us, did a great job. Yuvir Rojas. Yuvir is an outside linebacker, tight end for us, 3-year letter winner. Did a great job. Congratulations, Yuvir. Dick Harnigan. He was a 3-year player for us. Nick played every position on the field: guard, center, tackle, fullback, running back, kicker, punter. Whatever we happened to need that day, Nick took it on. Nick Wyman. Nick Wyman is an incredible story of perseverance. Had 2 ACL tears in consecutive years, and came back and played for us as a senior. Did a great job on that. Mark Tapama. Mark Tapama was a wide receiver for us. Did a great job, man. Big catches, big touchdown catch in the Monmouth Regional game. Great job, Mark. Trevor Garland.
He's going to attend, I believe, the University of New England, Division III program up north, and play quarterback on a college level. Bruno Charlie. Bruno Charlie is the son of us. He played with Coach Martucci in 1984, I believe. And he's followed along the lines of playing. His dad played in the trench, was a great two-way lineman for us. Congratulations, Bruno Charlie. I can speak on behalf of the young men in the room that, you know, at this time we didn't have a lot of success between the lines this year. We had a tough season, but they are some quality young men, and they will represent this community, this township, very well. And there's some young men that you can be very proud of going forward. So.
Okay, I said I didn't want to talk, but I have a few more words to present. And I just wanted to add that it's really amazing to see the boys. I have 3 boys go through high school. My baby's going to be a senior next year. But I've seen some of these, I know some of these boys since playing football 5 years old, so it's really beautiful. Seeing them is kind of crazy that they're graduating, you know? Okay, we have, you know, obviously, you know, there's Coach Keely's on, there's changing coaching staff, but we wanted to thank the coaches who have coached for us these years. They're not all here, but Coach Citro and Coach Scott, whose father was there, and Coach Marsh, and somebody else. And of course, he has also, of course. But he's here. I got Moose. And I don't even know how to say Moose's last name, so I just have to call him Coach Moose. But I can't say it, so Coach Moose, come here, we want to thank you. We want to say we miss you and we thank you for all your years of hard work.
Before we go any further, just a few simple words from me. Like, I'm just a humble guy from Piscataway, New Jersey. I grew up in Piscataway, and I was very fortunate in this community. Coach Martucci and Coach Schertz took me in 1985 and took me under their wings and let me coach football here. And I say, let me, because for 25 years, this has been my life. And I'm humbled to say, anybody in the room who calls me coach is the greatest coach in the world. I coach so many guys in this room, and I'm just humbled. That's all. On behalf of the Alumni Foundation, all of you out there, we want to thank you for all the service you've done the last 25 years as an assistant, as a head coach, all the success you brought to our program, to our players. We know you sacrificed a lot of time away with your family, so we just want to thank you as well.
Two more things. I call Mandeville. Coach Mandeville, I guess his advocated card friend. And we have a card, but also he's put a friend and alumni card. I believe he already has one there as a fighter, but this is as head coach. So it just reads Coach Ken Mandeville. It doesn't fit much on the record, Mandeville's a long name, so it really doesn't fit much. But 2011 to 2018, he's dedicated his time to coach and really make an impact on the kids. So we thank you. And this next one, I don't want to cry, but it's very special to me because it's for Coach Sonny Jackson. He wasn't only a coach for my kids, he also was a really good friend. And when I moved here, I'm from Staten Island, if you can't tell. Anyhow, my youngest son was a senior, just his grandson Donovan, so 5 years old. So from 5 years old, for baseball and football, he coached my son. And my son is a junior in high school, and he's still coaching my son. And we worked together in the club and just became friends. And I don't have to say that all of you know what a wonderful person he was and really how much time that he dedicated to Matawan. So he's definitely really missed. And we wanted to, as a couple, we did two things. One is we're going to start having a scholarship at the senior awards in June. And we're decided that Sonny was in on this. We all discussed that we were going to have a scholarship for the boys. And then we decided we're going to call it the Sonny Jackson Memorial Scholarship. Brick for him in Alumni Park is a Sonny Jackson, Matawan coach, 30 plus years, rest in peace. And I wanted to bring the brick here to present to Jason, but it's already installed because they're on it. So anyhow, I wanted to just bring his son Jason up here just to maybe give a few words of thank you.
I see you, Sonny.
On behalf of my mother, brother, and sisters, I would like to announce that our family will also be making a $500 donation to the Matawan Football Alumni Foundation on behalf of my father, Coach Sonny Jackson, who recently passed away 3 months ago. As you all know, my father was all about Matawan, and we want to just say thank you for your kind words, generosity, and everything this Matawan family did in his time of passing. Thank you for accepting my Boston-born father into the Matawan football family. Thank you. The scholarship that we're starting this year. So for the first year, we'll match whatever the scholarship is.
Thank you very much. Pleasure again, Mrs. Mackey, Coach K. Congratulations to all the seniors. Welcome to the Alumni Club. As you know, quite often that Matawan we have a changing of the guard. There's two men here in this room tonight, Mr. Jay Micah and Phil Tyberzi, who were instrumental in bringing our new coach to Matawan. We've got a young man with a winning reputation from Allentown, Jay Braber. And I'd like to bring up our athletics director, Phil Tyberzi, to introduce our new coach.
Good evening, everyone. First off, I'd like to thank the Matawan Football Alumni Foundation members for hosting this great event each year and for all that they do to support our student athletes, our football program, and our school. Thank you. I would also like to congratulate all the inductees going into the Matawan Football Alumni Foundation Hall of Fame, especially JP Fredell. I'm not sure if everybody knows this, but JP and I have worked pretty much every home high school athletic event together for the past 7 years. JP truly is a Matawan Husky who wants nothing more than to see the Matawan student athletes and staff achieve success in all that they do. I'm very happy to see the foundation is recognizing him this evening. JP, you've been a great friend. Thank you. I would also like to take a moment to thank Coach K. Coach K, thank you for all that you have done for our football program, our school, but most importantly, our student athletes. You've mentored many young men throughout the past 7 years, exemplifying what it means to be a Husky. I should say 25, being a Husky, being a great teammate, never letting anybody outwork you, and always focusing on what needs to get done in order to succeed. I speak for the entire Husky family when I say thank you for your professionalism and leadership. We'll never forget the 2014 state championship season and all the student athletes that you impacted as the head coach at Matawan Regional High School. Thank you, Coach K. And now it is with great excitement that I introduce to you the new leader of the Huskies, Coach Jay Graber. Comes to Matawan as an experienced, knowledgeable coach who already has hit the ground running. He's overseeing our team working out in the weight room every day. He meets with me daily as well as we work to plan out the future of our Husky program. The bar is set high for the coach of the Matawan Huskies, and I know that Coach Graber is ready for the challenge. I introduce you to the head coach of the Matawan Huskies, Coach Jay Graber.
First, just want to thank Chris Tapolito and the Matawan Football Alumni Foundation. It's a fantastic event. It's great to be a part of it. The time, the effort, commitment, and support is everything from the alumni. And it's really appreciated. So thank you for having me, and looking forward to being a part of it. I want to thank the Matawan administration, Dr. Micah, the Board of Education, Aaron Eiler, and Phil Tyberzi for the opportunity. This is a fantastic opportunity. We're looking forward to it. I want to thank Wendy Rodriguez and the team from Mackey, as well as the Booster Club. I haven't been at Matawan for long yet, but we've talked several times, and they're very instrumental in what goes on in the process of the program and the game and everything. So I want to say thank you guys for all you do. And last, I want to thank my wife, who's over there, 6 months pregnant. Right now, Duke fan too, so we're winning in the league. No, so I will truly be quick because I'm not so I'm from Allentown. The first job that I got was at Allentown High School. I was 25 years old. And the stories and the things that we heard in Allentown were very simple. They got demolished every time they went out on the field by Jay Bellamy, Eric Bellamy, Tyrone Garland, Mandeville. Every single time I saw Matawan play Chris Tapolito as a young kid, they just demolished Allentown. So those are the stories that I came from. So to get a job like this and be in a room with all the successful, strong people here and listen to the stories, just kind of be a fly on the wall and listen to the tradition, good relationship, and everything I just look forward to the opportunity to build on the tradition that everybody in this room has started and taken care of. So thank you very much.
Okay, we're going down to the end of the night. We have a few scholarships I want to give out, and I'd like to bring up another foundation member and Hall of Famer, Jeff Bubba Shaw.
Because I was given a full scholarship in college, and the college degree that I earned enabled me to have such a great life that it's so important that I decided, I have to give back. I want everybody else, you guys over there on the table one day, I want you guys to be up here one day. I can just sit there and do nothing and watch you guys. So I just want everybody to see, 15 years we've been doing this. Okay? There's a long list of people, there's 3 applicants that we have tonight that are going to be on this plaque. Right? I just want everyone to see. This is why we do this, and this is where the proceeds are going to go. Now watch, be quiet back there. Okay, so we had, for our scholarship, we asked all of our applicants to do an essay. Okay, so we had three of our players applied. We're going to hand out $500 scholarships to $1,000. Our first applicant is going to be part of his essay. That for the last 4 years, I rigorously trained and gave everything to the games I loved so I could succeed in my craft. That's why I strongly believe when I enter college, I have a great chance to do well immediately, because if I take the same work ethic I learned in high school, my next journey in life, there would be nothing stopping me from being great. So our first awardee is Tyrone Garland. So we're going to give out our awards at the senior award night. Our second scholarship awardee, another $500. This person had no choice but to do well at Madison. He had an uncle that played, he had a cousin that played, his mother played basketball. And he said he had no choice but to do well. He was able to, he did so well in school that he was able to get into all the colleges that he dreamed of. Let's bring up Devin Williams. Our grand prize awardee was an excellent student. He actually attended the Academy of Allied Health and Sciences, and in his essay, he said that he struggled with his playing time. Everything that he did in school came easily, but he struggled in his playing time for playing football. But he learned that you really have to put a lot of effort in to do things well in life, and that's what he learned from playing football. And we're going to give $1,000 to Suzanne Chucker. I work in the city. Come see me when you're done.
I want them first.
All right, we got that.
Our next scholarship comes to the Shore Nine. We're going to have Paul Jones.
We too will give out our money at the spring function, the spring ceremony. But the Shore Nights, a little bit more than just what people often call a hole in the wall. We are an organization at Matawan that's all about mentoring and brotherhood. So we've got 2 awards tonight I'd like to present to without further ado. We have a card, so we don't want you to leave here empty-handed. The card reads, dreamed it, did it. And whatever the next it is, maybe you got what it takes to make that happen, that too. So, without any more discussion, this young man has been around the neighborhood for quite some time. We've We hold him to high standards, and even higher standards that he goes on to articulate at college. So, Devin Williams, come on up, you guys. Devin's family is very close to the Short Knights. His grandfather has been a long-standing member, and congratulations. And the other young man, very deserving as well, Mr. Noah Colleton. Yet at the University of Alumni, but based on talking to Coach, first thing you may prep for a year, but it's not all about college. So God bless you all. One more thing, I'm sorry. I would be remiss if I didn't ask all the members of the Short Knights to please stand up.
For the Amadeo Memorial Scholarship, I'd like to bring up Mr. Reed Bunch.
Bubba said to keep this brief. I don't know why.
Brief.
Tyrone Garland, party's still alive, but Big Blue ain't starting. Anyway, congrats to all the guys, Eric, Tyrone, JP, and Paulie. It's good stuff. You're in good company. You guys gave great speeches. I always love coming to this event because it really brings it back home for you. You know, we're all Huskies here, right? And you're Huskies for life. Somebody said before, so cheers to all you guys. Not to remiss, if I didn't recognize the chief, I used to call him Eddie once in a while. Eddie Dorado, chief, that's Rick Dorado. PBA cards for paper 12, thank you. Anyway, to the guys, I didn't know Eric or Tyrone as much, but great careers, obviously. Real proud of you guys. Stellar careers. JP, always a smile on your face. You started at Matawan. I was in school. You know, remember you well. You were wearing that vest, I think, in 1980. Same vest. I think you got it from Jack Evans back in '74. Looks good on you still. Good dry cleaning. Anyway, table 12 was getting a little nervous when you said Joe back in 2011 talked to you and kept you around. We were like, hope to God he doesn't go to St. John's with Joe. Anyway, no, I'm kidding, Joe. I love Greg. Hold up. So it means to me, man. Anyway, what else I have here? I got something else. So anyway, Paulie Mandeville. Who loves Paulie? Everybody loves Paulie. How good does Paulie look at 79? How about a run? God bless you, Paulie. Looking good, strong. A Matawan family. You know, it was about the Mandevilles and the Butlers. You talked about your ninth son. I'm pissed I wrote the number 10. Never got invited for breakfast. Some of them. Don't eat much here. But the McCutcheons, you know, there's a lot of rich traditions in this town. So I hope the young guys here recognize that. And certainly hope you carry the tradition on like a lot of the guys here have. Bubba started this thing with Ricky and Glenn and now Lucio and Joe. You know, the Martucci's did a hell of a lot. The Marine Steel Club from way back. So we learned a lot for all those families that put a lot of time and effort into this thing. Let's keep it going, all right? It's good stuff. So anyway, hats off to everybody who's kept it going. One little known fact about I'd like to take up with the committee. Paulie was a 12-letter man. He told me this one day. Everybody knows about Kenny's career, stellar, you know, running back, tailback, can throw the ball, punt, pass, and kick, hit a baseball, you know, 400 feet, shoot the hoop, like you read about.
he only had 11 letters. So Paulie should have been in before Ken. Just saying. Anyway, let's get this going. You guys want to get out of here. I started this award for my dad back in, and ironically, the first award winner was Paul's grandson, A.J. Roquet, real good son from Matawan back in the day. I forget what year, 90, what was that? 90, no, 02, probably. But anyway, my dad was a big fan. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but we thought it'd be a great honor to give him an award. Joe was gracious enough to let me do it way back. He was a hard-working man, great principles, honesty, integrity, family values, and dedicated to education. He went back to school when he was 55, to Kane University, even after he retired. What better way to remember him than to do a scholarship in his name. Congratulations to all the scholar athletes, and especially this year's recipient, Lucas Castanado. No one's up for things. Best dressed too.
Couple events coming up. Pretty exciting. They've seen it in your programs. We have a very special golf outing this summer. Matawan versus SJV Ryder Cup style. Yes. That's going to be at Battleground next to the date yet. It'll be this summer. So please visit our website, MadawanFootballAlumni.com. That's where we do all of our updates. If you haven't signed up, it's free. Just put your email in there and you'll be on the list. You'll get all the emails, get all the updates. One thing that's coming out very soon, I went down the shore, I interviewed Coach Barry Rizzo. I was there for 7 hours. I got 2 hours of audio. Yeah. That's going to be on the website soon, as well as Coach Britt. Had a nice interview with Coach Britt. All these things you're going to see on our website. Please visit it and please sign up. I just want to congratulate all of our inductees. Congratulations. It's been a wonderful evening. Congratulations yourselves, your families. I want to thank everybody for attending, everyone that's donated, that's supported this event and all of our events. Having said this is the 15th annual, we want to keep this going as long as we can. So thank you once again. I'll have a great evening. Hang out, enjoy each other, and 90s.